consider yourself under my protection?
Big man in a suit of armor. Take that off. What are you?
Let's put a smile on that face.
I'm touching myself tonight.
How can a woman possibly fight this?
There are two things I want to do. I want an American cheeseburger.
What's up, guys? It's here from the DC vs. Marvel podcast, and this is another one of Dr. Ooze Talks videos. And it's been a while since I've had a video out, but this video there is continuing on from the series where I kind of show you guys maybe a series that you've never really heard of there before, a series that I think you guys should get into, and this is a series that is by one of the best comic book writers that is out there at the moment, James Tynion, and he is this is kind of the first 3 volumes. The 4th volume is coming out there end of the year, and obviously the comic books of there are out of this as well. And this is the Department of Truth. Now, this is actually not in the big scheme of things DC or Marvel, but I definitely think you guys should check this out. So the first 3 volumes, like I said, are already out, and the Department of Truth is basically about a department within the government that is trying to investigate things that are going on in the world, kind of like the X-Files, right? The difference is that the Department of Truth actually actively tries to influence events that occur in the world. So in this particular world, and the artwork is like super interesting in this, right? It's like really like a painted kind of artwork, and if you're into that kind of like, you know, non-conventional style, this is something there for you. But basically the Department of Truth, they find that if there is somebody who kind of brings up an idea, for example, conspiracy theory or something like that, you can basically get a lot of people to adopt this conspiracy theory, and then the conspiracy theory actually becomes reality. For example, if a lot of people start talking about Bigfoot, for example, it becomes a reality, or the goings on in Denver airport, or satanic panic and stuff like that. And it just shows the Department of Truth are basically there to try and influence events themselves as well, to try and determine what has been produced by people's thought process. So for example, in like the first one, they end up trying to go to the ice wall because they're saying the earth is flat, right? And this is a really contemporary kind of comic book. Like a lot of comic books there are timeless. This is definitely off its time. There's a lot of conspiracy theories that are going on around there at the moment, and it kind of tells you that conspiracy theories can become real, but it just requires a load of people to kind of think about it, and then they manifest themselves as real. And the department in the government that is trying to obviously stop that. The thing is that does the department in the government actually know what's real, what's not, and are they themselves involved in it? That's the shadiness, right? And we have Lee Harvey Oswald, who is obviously, we know from killing President Kennedy, Lee Harvey Oswald is actually the head of this Department of Truth. And you know, there's some very kind of interesting scenes. They go into different types of kind of conspiracy theories and religious theories and things like this. And you know, if you're the kind of person who gets offended a little bit by, you know, people taking, you know, making fun out of your favorite conspiracy theory or whatever, this is probably not for you. But in the way that it's written, it's quite interesting. Like, you know, the kind of thought process of the fact of how, like, you know, how different thought processes came up, how like different conspiracy theories came up. Definitely a must read. The 3rd volume, the art goes a little bit weird, so we kind of go back to the normal art there again, kind of halfway through, but at the start the art is very, very strange. It also has these like little portions here as well where it's kind of like got notes, which I thought was interesting. So kind of like the X-Files, where it's basically got these like little notes here of like, you know, UFOs spotted and all this kind of stuff, which I think is interesting. So it kind of looks like you stumbled upon some kind of files there that you shouldn't really be, you know, looking at. And then it kind of goes into, you know, Nixon and his kind of conspiracy theories surrounding him. The artwork is a bit jump around in the third volume, but otherwise a really stellar outing. So guys, I would definitely recommend this. Check it out. If you haven't checked it out there already, let me know what you think once you checked it out there. Little bit different than the conventional DC and Marvel, but definitely worth looking at. And yeah, I'll see you again with another one of these series there next time.